Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Zach.
And I'm Malika.
I'm Lucas.
And we are going on a cross-country adventure from Los Angeles all the way to Miami and back, right in the middle of one of the craziest times in our country.
The COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, yeah. It's been wild. We converted an RV for live streaming, and we've been streaming our journey for like 8 hours a day, every day live on Twitch, but you're about to watch a cut down of that experience to get a little bit more behind the scenes content and also just a more clear picture of what we saw in the places that we went through. And in this video in particular, we headed south from Kansas City to
we went to Springfield. We went to my college town. We stopped and we talked to the president of the university as well as a professor at the university.
And that was really cool. And then we're gonna go further south to my parents' house, our parents' house, to the old Rent's house to check in on them and then head over to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We do a lot in this video. It's a lot of stuff. We hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching these as we go in search of America on Travels with Hyper. What's up everybody? Day 7 of our trip across America. We are in Osceola, Missouri, headed out from Kansas City, and Osceola is where you stop. That's just where you stop along the drive. You gotta get some beef jerky. I can't eat cheese, I'm lactose intolerant, but we'll get some for the fam. Look at that, Dookies, bait and tackle. Just a big old turd. Interesting.
Oh my god. Mozzarella? Well, that's cool. Blue cheese.
Dragon's breath. Yeah, I can't eat anything here.
All right, guys, we're at my alma mater. We're in Springfield, Missouri today as we head south to our parents' house. So we're at Missouri State University. I haven't been here since 2014. We're gonna get an interview, or just like sort of a casual conversation with the president of Missouri State, Clif Smart. And that's gonna be at 2, but I figured we're here a little early. Why don't I show you guys around?
Hey, just in case you didn't know, second floor is up these stairs.
I'm Clif Smart, 1F, and been president here for 10 years.
I'm Marching Sand, or Madison, or Sage. I've been following you guys for a while, just found you guys. So I'm in the design program, and I'm actually in the new track, which is comics.
I'm Sherman-Wilkins. I'm an Assistant Professor of Sociology at Missouri State.
We didn't know what the virus was going to do to us.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of our workforce. I mean, everybody stepped up, and we proved we could do it. Week 2, we had 383 positive test results. Week 9, we had 26.
Wow.
So masking actually works when everybody does it.
Yeah.
How do you feel the campus has handled, and how have you and your friends handled the protests that kind of hit the campus?
So once the protests started going on, there was actually this hashtag that started trending, like on Twitter, called hashtag Black at Most State.
Black at Most State was specifically a response to what some students felt was a lackluster response on the part of Clif Smart. There are a couple of students who are posting really racist videos. These are students who have been admitted to the university.
Wow.
As a white student, I had no idea this was going on.
Yeah.
Missouri State definitely presents itself as a very welcoming, accepting place. They've definitely, had their share of like scandals of people saying, hey, can we hold you accountable for this? You're not really showing this cultural competence. I do think they are handling it personally better. I cannot speak as a white student, but I think they're trying to handle it, but there's definitely more that they could do.
You deserve to be wherever you choose to be. And I really felt that Missouri State missed an opportunity to really make sure that those students felt they belonged.
Yeah.
And part of my whole reason for coming to Missouri State in the first place was to be that voice, be that representation for Black students.
Yeah.
We really focused on how do we make our students and employees of color feel a part of the university. Let's be aware.
Listen and
Yeah, let's be aware of what's going on. Let's try to do better.
So I'm just hopeful for change, within the pandemic, within, civil rights, whether it's on a government, a community, a college level like this. I'm hoping that I can personally be an avenue for that change as an artist, as a writer.
A lot of students have protested, and administration has been there listening to the protests. And I'm on the diversity council of my college, and we're having a town hall where we're basically talking about all these different steps that you can take to make university not only more inclusive, but also actively anti-racist. So there are things that are going on. I think there's an appetite to change. What's different, I think, this time around than say like the Ferguson, for example, is there's a lot of white people who are also really starting to step up and make their voices heard. And you know, when it comes to these kinds of struggles, allies are really important. It's not where it needs to be, but it's getting better. And I think part of the reason it's getting better, as I said before, is because the university, I think, is starting to listen to their students and their faculty and staff of color.
Anyway, thank you so much for this conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you for meeting us.
It was so nice meeting you.
Very good talk. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeff Houghton. I asked my roommate Chance how to pronounce your name. He said it's pronounced asshole bastard.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Okay, cool. So we do live stuff, and you do live stuff.
Yeah.
So tell us about the Mystery Hour. What is that show?
It's a late night talk show, and I started it here. I actually started in the basement of the building we were just in.
Oh, cool.
It's just a live show, not on TV or anything, just a live audience.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just kind of kept growing it and got it on TV, and then kept growing it since then. So we taped in front of a live audience at the Galois Theater. I've lived in New York and LA, and I really liked it a lot, but it was very eye-opening for me. I moved to LA and then moved back here and got on TV. You know, like it's the opposite of what people usually do, and got it started. So I was just really passionate about it personally, and then I was like, I bet other people are. To actually do the thing I want to do is easier for me here.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be bathed in riches here, but like actually liking the process of making things was actually easier for me here. Not that you can't do it in LA, but there's different types of barriers. But on the other hand, there's a lot more people out there trying to do the same thing. So it's kind of give and take. Both are great, but my point is this isn't horrible.
Totally. Yeah.
Do all Midwest cities come with really loud cars?
Oh, you want to get me started? The motorcycles.
I bet in your office, they're pretty loud.
First of all, thanks for bringing up my office.
Well, should we walk you back to your office?
Oh, yeah, you guys want to see my office?
I mean, I don't think we'll see it.
I'm gonna
really
stand
great.
right outside of it.
Okay, it's really cool. You'd love it. It's an office.
You should. Do you have windows?
What'd you say?
Windows. You guys would love it. Goodbye.
It is a pretty nice office.
Welcome to Bull Shoals Lake. This is where Lucas and I grew up. This is home. It's absolutely beautiful here. Middle of nowhere. We got the parents here with the pups. Oh, okay, all right. We had to do the meeting of the dogs this morning and hope everything's cool. We're gonna be heading out to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It's about a 3-hour drive, but today we get to ride in style. Mama's car. Coffee shop inside of a flower store, only one in town.
So I'm gonna roll the dice and see what we get.
You're getting a barista choice.
And a praline turtle. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man. This is adult chocolate milk, let me tell you. Very drinkable. I like this a lot.
The architecture here is awesome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And we have with us Tracy and Tilly.
Hi, Tilly. Hi, Tracy. I'm the events coordinator, and I book music at a couple different venues here in town.
That is so
Events coordinator. There's so much stuff going on in this town that they needed someone to constantly be managing all the different events.
So as soon as we were able to open up on May 15th, I believe it was, with our restaurants and bars to a 33% capacity, our town has thankfully been one of the lucky towns. We've had, since we've been open, it's been a little busier than even a normal season.
So is there like a kind of concern of the tourism possibly bringing COVID back to the area?
There has been. The virus is definitely a real thing, so everybody's trying to be respectful. And everybody, just like everyone else, we're getting through this one day at a time. And to knock on wood, I mean, it's much better than we were possibly anticipating.
Right.
So I am so thankful to the universe, or whatever you want to say, for how lucky we have been.
Yeah.
Right. We are really excited to see this wonderful town. I've been here many times. Malika and Lucas have not.
I've never been here. I've never even spent time in Arkansas, so I'm really excited.
I always describe Eureka Springs as having little elements of all of the towns across this country and other countries that I love. This town has burned down 2 different times.
Wow.
One in the late 1800s and one in the early 1900s, I believe.
Right.
So instead of rebuilding out of wood, they just put the road down and built up out of brick and rock.
Yeah.
So there are some places where you can actually kind of get in the nook and crannies and see the subterranean. If we were able to go into a pub and sit down and strike up a conversation, the locals that live here love talking about Eureka Springs.
Yeah.
They love sharing everything. And you never know who you're sitting next to.
Just like really interesting people.
Very interesting people that I think the thing that everybody has in common is everybody's just searching for quality of life.
Yeah.
And a place to just kind of be yourself.
This is America's Most Haunted Hotel.
No way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look it up. AmericasMostHauntedHotel.com.
I'm scared to.
Yeah, we're a fully operating resort hotel.
Yes.
Built in 1886. Tons of stories.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll take you downstairs. We'll show you a
Oh
little creepy stuff. Are you ready for it? All right. So picture me. I was coming down these stairs. It was busy. It was like it is now, and I'm glad everybody has their masks on. Everybody's prepared. But this was when there were not masks, so there was people in and close. And I came down those stairs, and I was moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
And then right above where Tracy is right now, there was a 3-dimensional ball of light, about this size. And if you can picture this bustling lobby and everybody just stopped looking at this ball of light, was right there. The weirdest part, imagine this lobby totally quiet.
Yeah.
And then everybody just walked away.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened.
See here, folks.
This was the entranceway to Norman Baker's office.
I don't know Norman Baker. Why don't you tell me, for those who may have never heard of a Norman Baker?
Well, after it was a college and conservatory, the property actually shut down for a little bit.
Okay.
And then it reopened as a cancer hospital from 1937 to 1939. The individual, his name was Norman Baker. Some people call him Dr. Baker. So he started bringing people here, and he started charging them. Unfortunately, he touted that he had the cure for cancer.
Okay.
He obviously didn't have the cure for cancer. What happened during that 2-year period, there was some stories. And obviously people would have died. It was a convalescent home, essentially. And what we learned since that period is what Norman Baker was really trying to do is find the cure to cancer. So where I'm going to take you is actually to the morgue.
Okay.
Because people did die.
Okay.
Just to make it more interesting today.
Okay. This is on purpose.
There's your autopsy table. You mentioned that they would do exploratory surgery. Individuals would be on the autopsy table, and then there would be the tumor would be cut out of individuals, and they would explore. Again, they were doing a lot of research here to try to find the cure to cancer. Now, it's true, some people did not make it through. So, you didn't make it through. You probably ended up in the cooler.
Oh no! Are we really gonna do this?
These are the signature jars, which would have had human specimen in them.
Oh no!
Some of the jars still did have human specimen.
That was very intense, even just learning all the history. Thank you so much. It's a very
welcome. Yeah,
very special place.
So we just got out of Eureka Springs, and in all fairness, we should talk about the ugly side of that area. On our way to Eureka Springs, we went through a town called Harrison, and we noticed a billboard that was basically on the billboard, said white pride.
First of all, it had the most picturesque, like, stock family.
Yeah.
You know?
It was like white pride, and above it was like a sign for a lawyer.
Yeah, for me, I just went down the rabbit hole. So specifically that billboard is an advertisement for alt-right TV and white pride radio. And then I found out that there are several hate groups headquarters in Harrison, including the KKK. There's a technicality there where Harrison is just their P.O. box and their buildings are in zinc. I didn't realize how close it was to where you grew up, just about an hour and 20 minutes away, and how real their insanity is.
Yeah.
So there's another group, I think it's Kingdom Identity Ministries. You know, you start reading their beliefs. I went to their website and everything, and interviews with their founder, and he says he doesn't hate black people, he just loves white people so much that he hates seeing them mix with other races. They call that the white genocide.
They wouldn't take too kindly to us.
Additionally, they think that people who are not white don't have souls. And they think homosexuality should be punished with execution. And
so it's intense.
Yeah, it's almost like surreal, like cartoonishly evil.
Part of the reason I think people here are allowed to become complacent and say that, like, oh no, it's beautiful, you don't have anything to worry about, is they're never confronted with it.
Yeah.
They don't have to confront those individuals that they know are racist because there's no need to confront them. And then it's, you know, when someone who is a person of color does come to town, instead of confronting it, they try to push it under the rug and put their best face forward, which is better than the alternative.
Yeah.
But it's still not fixing the problem. It's not actually ever confronting those issues and meeting them head on. It just continues to grow, and it'll be passed down from family member to family member.
I think I was sleeping in, and you were letting me drive your mom's car by myself back to where your parents were, and it's not too far, luckily. But I got a little lost, and I panicked a little bit, knowing that I was maybe the only non-white person in
the whole county.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And just driving around, and when you read stories about, like,
yeah, and
a non-white person disappearing, I was just afraid, like, oh, am I turning the car around on the wrong driveway?
Like I said, I feel shame a lot of times because, like, this is one of the most beautiful parts of the country, I think. It's beautiful here. And not everyone can feel comfortable living here. And that is what hurts me.
Doing a fish fry.
This is all freshwater fish caught out of Bull Shoals Lake.
Woo! Well, look who it is. Where are we here?
You're at Lake Bums Brew Co. in Pontiac, Missouri. We're one of the smaller nano brewers in the state of Missouri, and we do need a little beer so that we can kind of refresh ourselves every now and then.
Memphis rocks!
Woo! Look at that! Oh, you got some cutaway footage, bro.
Hashtag travels with Hyper.